Hi, we're Joel and Lia.
And this week it's 10 questions Brits have for Norwegians.
So welcome back to our series where we ask questions to different countries, just questions we have really.
Yeah.
We've done Australia, Canada,
Yeah.
America,
Brazil,
and now we're on to Norwegians. Norway.
We are making our way through loads of countries, so please bear with us. We love getting comments being like, do it for my country, and we will get there, but it takes a bit of time.
Yeah, and we're releasing sort of like 2 or 3 of these a month, so there's bound to be, your moment will come, is what I'm trying to say.
And it'll be amazing.
It will be so amazing. You'll look at the video and be like, they made that for me.
Yeah.
Okay, but this one's for Norway and for all Norwegians, so let's go.
Let's go. So the first question I've got, I think this is normal. Lots of Brits think that Norway is always in winter. It's like Narnia.
Yeah, it's like freezing.
Always winter, but never Christmas.
Is it? Yeah, it's one of those like unfortunate countries where you're like, do they ever get not winter?
Do you ever have summer?
Yeah.
Do you get sun?
Do you get sun? Do you get like no snow? I mean, is it always snowing?
Yeah. I mean, you are quite a big country, so maybe you do get quite a range of weathers, but our perception of Scandinavia as a whole probably is that it's cold.
Yeah, we're just like, that way cold.
That way cold, that way
warm.
hot.
Want to go on holiday? The travel
Cold,
warm. Unsafe.
Nothing.
No, I'm kidding.
We're just nothing. Unsafe.
I'm joking.
That way is unsafe.
Unsafe. No, I go that way to Cyprus, so
That's true.
But there are some unsafe areas. Before we carry on, guys, if you are enjoying this video, don't forget to subscribe to our channel if you're new here and click the bell button as well so you can be the first one to be notified when we upload a new video. Back to Norway, let's not be offensive. Question number 2. On the whole, are you all Aryan?
Yeah.
Yeah. Aryan's not an offensive word, is it? It just means blonde hair, blue eyes. I think it's just the association with the word Aryan. You think like, oh, the perfect race.
I know.
Awful. I don't know why I was going like that. Perfect
I
race.
don't know if it's still offensive, but it's not used in an offensive way anyway.
No.
But our perception of Scandinavians is that you all got blonde hair, blue eyes, and you're tall. Pale,
quite healthy as well.
Yeah,
thin.
Healthy but pale.
Like I would not fit in there. No. Short, brown.
Yeah. Do you have anyone like us?
Not fat, but like slightly overweight.
brown eyes, brown hair. Like, do we exist in Norway? And not people that have emigrated to Norway and gone, I live here now, but Norwegians.
Norwegian-born brown people.
Yeah.
No, we're not even that brown.
We're not that brown.
Also, like, what's attractive there?
Yeah.
Would we be attractive?
We'd probably be very unattractive.
We'd be like
short, dumpy brown hair, brown eyes, brown skin.
Like we think we're so attractive.
I know.
But we're not.
We're not.
Like any Norwegians watch this, like they're so gross.
They're so ugly. Okay,
so
guys,
ugly.
You've got to watch this channel. They're the ugliest Brits I've ever seen.
Yeah. Okay, next question. We've heard on the grapevine that tacos are really big in Norway. Like Tex-Mex, like you're going to be eating tacos if we come over for dinner one night.
That's amazing.
Which is hilarious. Like, how could it be that tacos are like Norway's national food?
Yeah.
Is this complete made up gossip or is it actually true?
I'd love that to be true.
I'd bloody love tacos.
Yeah.
Why don't we ever go out for tacos?
We never go for Tex-Mex.
We never go for Tex-Mex.
What does Tex-Mex even stand for?
Texas,
Mexico.
Texas.
Is
it?
No, I've just
we just made it up. Mexican, tacos, Tex-Mex.
But why is it in Norway? Why is it not in Mexico?
Well, it is there too.
Yeah.
But Norway just love it.
You love the tacos! The next question, which I really hope you're going to answer yes. Are there polar bears everywhere in Norway?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying like, do you see them when you're walking home? But do you see them when you're walking home?
Is it like our version of foxes?
Yeah. Oh my god, I put a fox on my Instagram story.
Yeah.
I got so many DMs saying like, what? Foxes just roam on the streets in London? I'm like, yeah. People could not believe it, especially the Americans.
What, really?
They were like, I'll show you all the DMs. And I was like, oh my god, I need to show Joel this because no one can believe me that foxes roam the streets in London. Always see foxes.
Big in London, foxes.
Yeah, foxes are everywhere.
Urban foxes. Do you have urban polar bears?
Yeah. Yeah, they're polar bears just on the way home.
Yeah. Oh,
do you have polar bears as pets?
Yeah, I bet they do.
I've got a dog. I've got a cat.
I've got a polar bear with my taco.
Polar bears eating tacos. That would be such a cool restaurant.
Maybe that's their flag.
Polar bears and tacos.
A polar bear eating a taco.
That's their national flag.
That's their national flag.
Is that your national flag?
Question 5. The real 5th question is it always dark in Norway? Isn't Norway the country where for like half of the year it never gets light?
It's like really depressing. A lot of people rely on like sunlight and like just light to keep their mood up.
Yeah.
And it's like the biggest country for like SAD.
Really?
Sad.
That's sad. That is sad.
Just darkness. You know, when it's like winter in this country and everyone's like, great, you wake up, it's dark. You come back from home, it's dark. Come back from work and it's dark.
I'd hate that.
I'd hate it if it was like that nearly all year round.
Yeah.
I would have to leave.
Yeah.
You don't find many Norwegians in London, do you?
No.
They must really like it there. Or they just go somewhere
I think they
else.
do. I feel like Scandinavia as a whole is healthier.
Yeah.
Their politics is better. They're more green. They're more environmentally friendly.
Yeah.
These are all the stereotypes that we have. I don't know if it's true, but I feel like it's a very nice place to live. Why would you come to the UK?
Yeah. To this dirty shithole.
That we call home.
We love our little...
Yeah, we love our little...
Yeah. Question number 6. Do you get annoyed about getting lumped in with all the other Scandinavian countries?
Yeah.
Because we don't necessarily get lumped into anything like that, do we?
Well, Europe.
Europe we would get lumped into, but we just know we've got our own place.
Yeah, we're like, no, we're the UK.
We're the UK.
You're Europe, we're the UK.
Which we made a video on, which went down a storm.
I know. Loads of Europeans were like, no, you're European. It's like, cool. But yeah, Scandinavia, I think it makes up Norway, Denmark, Sweden, Finland and Iceland.
Yeah.
And I'm wondering...
Do people
as an identity, if you're like, no, I am Norwegian.
Yes.
You'd be offended if you're like, oh, you're Scandinavian.
Yeah, I know. I think it must... Well, it's a question. I can't assume anything. And like, do people think that you're a really small country? I don't know if this is kind of going into another question because Norway's quite long, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's attached to Sweden.
It's like attached, but it's like a long country.
Yeah.
So do people think, oh, just little Norway, when you're actually...
I've got a big country,
We're quite big, yeah. The next question is, in terms of travelling to Norway, is it really expensive to eat out there? We've heard that Norway doesn't have much of a culture of going out to eat, whereas like London and America, like it's so easy to just eat all of your meals out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can get expensive, but is it expensive to eat out in Norway, or is it better to just cook at home, which I find boring.
I wonder if it's Norway. I think maybe it's Finland.
Yeah.
That's super expensive.
Oh, no.
Ridiculously expensive. But I think Scandinavia as a whole is also quite expensive. Next question is, do you eat loads of fish? Because there is a thing, I don't know if it's Norwegian, don't hate me if I get this wrong, but there's that thing, is it called like skeet or something?
Oh,
and it's that fish that you wee on top of. And then it ferments and it stinks. It's like the stinkiest fish, but people wee on top, like you urinate on top of it and leave it to ferment.
Oh my god!
What fish is that?
What fish is that?
Because isn't it true as well that they brought in the fish into sushi?
Yeah, so like Norway's really famous apparently for having the best salmon, like the freshest, most incredible salmon. And apparently it was the Norwegians that told the Japanese to put raw salmon into sushi in like back in the 1970s or 80s, which is amazing because we all go like hail the Japanese for sushi, and they did invent sushi. It's just that the Norwegians were like, try salmon in it,
put some fish in it.
Well, I don't know if they said all fish, but
salmon.
the salmon specifically, because their salmon's insane. I would love to try like smoked salmon or just salmon from Norway.
I love finding
sushi
out
in Norway. Oh my god, I'm getting so excited.
You love sushi.
I know.
I just love finding out who invented what. Like when we found out that the Hawaiian pizza was invented in Canada, and it's like, it's amazing.
Brain fried.
Yeah.
And the last question we have for Norway is about safety. So apparently it's really, really, really safe. Like one of the lowest countries for crime rate, which is really impressive. Is it that safe? Are there any urban areas that you do feel unsafe walking around in?
Well, obviously crime will happen anywhere, but I wonder how they've done it so that they've got crime down.
Yeah. Or was it ever up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Scandinavians are probably just nice people.
It's amazing. This could be a stereotype, but any Scandinavians I've met seem very family orientated, very like homegrown, stay in the family business, everyone's looking out for each other. There doesn't seem to be much kind of like, you're over there. It's like quite insular. That is the word I wanted. And he had it.
And I had it.
And that's why we're a duo. But yeah, let us know, because I'm really interested in that. In terms of like walking home in London, I don't really feel safe all the time. There's a lot of crime. It's not hugely unsafe, but there is a lot of crime.
Yeah.
Phone getting robbed out of your hands and stuff like that. But
just city
life,
isn't it? I wonder if a city in Norway, I don't know any, sorry, but if a city in Norway is less safe than the rural areas, like rural England's very safe. But anyway.
So that's all of our questions for Norway.
Yeah.
If you know any of the answers, let us know in the comments.
I don't know how many Norwegian viewers we've got. I don't think we have many. Maybe you're new to this channel, and if you are, and if you enjoyed it, then don't forget to click subscribe. We post videos mainly about British culture or how Brits relate to other cultures, so you might find that interesting. But do let us know the answers to these questions, because we want to know.
Yeah, and if you, like Joel said, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to click subscribe and the bell button so you can be the first one to know when we upload a new video. That's always really good.
Also, recommend it to your Norwegian friends. When we did questions for Brazilians, we don't have that many Brazilian viewers, but lots of you guys were like, oh, I'm going to tell my friend who lives in Brazil.
Yeah.
So if you've got any Norwegian friends or Scandinavian friends, let them know.
Yeah, share our videos with your friends. That's how the internet works.
Yeah. But anyway, we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. If you like what we do and you want to give us a little tip, then we do have a coffee page where you can do that. We'll leave the link down below. If you don't, no worries.
No pressure. No pressure. We'll see you next time.
See you soon. Bye.